Welcome to another great show of the Homegrown Hunter TV. I'm your host, Steve Elmy, and I'm taking my son Logan up to northern Saskatchewan for his first out-of-province black bear hunt. We're hunting at Spirit Creek Outfitters with our good buddies Dean and his outfitting crew. We're going to be hunting over black bear munchies from Rack Stacker, and these fellas have got it going on. There's some big bears on the bait. Stick around.
Go from there. All right. This is the Homegrown Hunter.
We're in the hole.
That's a dead bear, kid.
Done. Gun's completely sighted in, and I am super excited to be here at Spirit Creek Outfitters on my first out-of-province bear hunt. Let's go drop a big one.
Red squirrels are keeping us busy today. There's got to be 20 of them here. It's our second sit last night. It poured rain. We got absolutely soaked. It was not pleasant. But today's nice. 30k gusts, so the trees are a little windy and moving around and stuff, which helps us cover some of our sound. But the squirrels are certainly keeping us entertained. Dean was nice enough to allow us to use one of his guns, so Logan's shooting a
300 wing mag.
300 Win Mag. I've got my Excalibur as a backup. You may not think it's a backup, but in fact, this bait's got like 3 or 4 shooters on it. So if he shoots first, which we're allowing him to do, I'll be up next. So I've got the Excalibur. This is the new Excalibur Rev, and it's awesome. I'm looking forward to sticking a bear with that today.
This bear was not the kind of bear we came to Saskatchewan for. It was cool to watch during the hunt. He did a big circle around us and ended up coming into the bait afterwards.
Mafagani Safaris, Africa's superior South African safari destination for the whole family, proudly presents Homegrown Hunter TV. Brought to you in partnership with Rack Stacker, Canada's leader in big game attractants. Campbellford Chrysler, a small-town dealer with a huge inventory. Huckabones Equipment, Ottawa Valley's Kubota dealer. Kent Cartridge Canada, Bishop Lake Outdoors, Nature of Design, Signs and Graphics, and these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the Homegrown Hunter.
Oftentimes with a younger bear like this, I like to pay attention to his demeanor, how he's acting around the bait. This could very well be a sow. You can see how its forehead's rubbed off, often created by either ticks or mites from rubbing on a tree. Its elbows are worn off as well. There's a lot of different things you can learn by paying attention to the animal that's at your bait site. Just because this isn't a target animal doesn't mean you can't pay attention to its demeanor. It's important to learn how its reactions are, because if there's a bigger bear in the site, you'll know exactly what's going to happen, because its ears will pin back and it'll be gone in no time, and not too long after, that's when you'll see that bigger bear show up.
Although bear hunting can be a lot of fun, it can also be a lot of work. These guys get no breaks and they're constantly mixing bait. With 55 bait sites, it's a lot of bait to be putting out every 3 days. They work their tail off to make sure you come out of there successful. As it turns out, on our second day there, one of their clients of the week shot a bear with his wife by his side.
This week's Tech Tip is brought to you by Banks Outdoors, distributed in Canada by Rackstacker.
On this trip to Spirit Creek Outfitters, I decided to bring my bow. This is a trip for Logan to shoot with a rifle, but I thought, you know what, the new Rev that I have here is something that I want to start shooting with this coming year, and this will be a great opportunity for me to take a bear as well while we're up here if he ends up getting this bear early. And what I did at home, this was fully sighted in at home, but this is not a takedown version of the Excalibur, so I took the head bolt out of here, and what I'm going to do is tighten the rail back in here so that everything is bang on. And from what I'm told, because we have not adjusted the scope or the rail itself, it should shoot true. We're going to try that right now. So in order to get this out, push the button and pull this out. You're going to need this here in a second. Before doing anything with the handle, push the button in the back. That releases the head of the drawstring here, or the draw rope. Push that down until you hear a click. Just like that. That's when the handle comes in. Put your handle in. The nice thing is with the new Rev is that when you're cranking this handle, if you're maybe a little older and your arm gets maybe cramped up and sore, well, before you couldn't stop, you had to go all the way to the end before it actually backed off. And this one here you can let go. This is very safe. It's all engineered inside, so you can stop, take a rest, and continue cranking. You want to crank it all the way until you hear that click. Just like that. Once you hear that click, you need to back it off about 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The reason for that is when you go to shoot again, you can draw that rope back down without having any tension there. Put your handle back in the back. Easy storage, and it doesn't make any noise. Put your safety on. It's time to shoot. "22 yards. That's a dead bear.
Stay tuned to the Homegrown Hunter to see how this hunt unfolds. Closed captioning brought to you by Woodland Mill, a Canadian premier forestry products company.
We can see the box plant from here. Wind's kind of swirling. There's lots of ravens at the bait right now. But we decided to walk in so we weren't spooking anything. Just trying to get our wind. We may end up walking up on a bear here. So we opted to wait. Yeah, it was going this way, now it's shifted this way. I think that might have been what screwed us last night too. We had a little bear come in last night, which we believe is the cub of the sow that the big one is with. So hopefully with any luck, his mother brings the big boy in tonight. It just stopped raining too. Here's the hope. Check the camera again. The last 2 days has been uneventful here on our second stand. There's an absolute giant bear here. However, he was here at 45 minutes after we left last night after that thunderstorm. So we're hoping that today it's clear. The ravens are out doing their thing. With any luck, we'll be able to crack at that big bear. He was in all night long. It's going down to 4 degrees tonight. And at home it's 28. The wife's got a suntan and the gardens are done with long weekends. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that Spirit Creek Outfitters has a lot of giant bears. That's one of the reasons why we're here. Dean Sleeve has been a customer of ours for a long time here at Rack Stacker, and so we wanted to come out and see firsthand. So with any luck, over the next 3 hours, we'll be back in tune. Show you exactly how big that bear really is. They like the beavers, eh?
The good old beaver. Can't go wrong with the beaver.
They just lick and chew and bite at that the whole time.
Pull it all out piece by piece.
Really?
We'll work it over for quite a while.
And they're smart.
Not long after Dean left, we had a small bear come in. You can tell it's a young bear whenever it's got long legs and a small frame. These bears are great for decoys, and it's great to have these around because they tell you when the big bear is coming in.
Let's just watch the bear be quiet. Let's try not to get distracted. He's coming towards us. He smells your pepperheads.
And now, this week's Cut to the Chase segment, brought to you by Rack Stacker.
Just a word of advice. When you're out bear hunting in the spring, bring your thermos. The bugs are absolutely horrendous. Now we're about 40-45 minutes south of our camp. Baby, it's nice to have a beard. cell. It is actually back at the camp sitting on my bed because the last 2 nights I didn't need it. And I really wish I had it. It's 5:35. We've got 4 more hours of this torturous mosquito. With any luck, the big bear will come in with the sow. We had a big bear on camera, so we're looking to get him in close. And he was in at 7:30 last night. Lots of daylight. We might just watch him for a few minutes and let the gun go. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Let's see. Drop it like it's hot. The Homegrown Hunter team and I rely on using the reveal trail cameras throughout the year to send us information that's happening on our hunting property. There's lots of great accessories like the solar panel and the extended range antenna to get the information that we need throughout the app, and we don't have to go in here at all. I set the camera up just like this, it gets me the information I need, and it's right to my fingertips. If you're interested in checking out revealed trail cameras or any of the accessories, be sure to check out rackstacker.ca and we'll ship it right to your door. Watch your barrel. Welcome back to the Homegrown Hunter TV. As it turns out, we had a second bear approach our bait, but I thought this was going to be a sow and a cub. A little later on in the video, you'll see where the big bear tries to mount the little bear, and that's where I got real serious with Logan, because I didn't realize that this was the big boar we were after. If I spent a bit more time looking at the 55-gallon drums and the size of him, I probably would have figured it out a little earlier, but that's okay. Things are about to get exciting. It was around this time that I realized that that boar was trying to mount the smaller bear, and that's when I knew that this bear was the one we were after the whole time. And Logan and I have been watching this bear for almost 20 minutes. Time to make it happen. You know what, now that he's sideways, I'm almost thinking that is him. The only thing that told me that he was the boar was that he was trying to mount her. Did you see him?
I see that, and they both stood right up.
He stood right up and he was trying to mount her, and I'm like, holy shit, that might be him. We weren't completely sure of where that bullet hit the bear, so we opted to wait the whole night and go back in the following morning. We brought a bunch of guys with us to start looking for blood, but the only gun available was with Logan. Logan was the available hunter and ended up spotting the bear still alive and opted to take another shot to kill the bear.
Unfortunately, I did not have the sound on the microphone, but it was a successful shot. We found the bear and recovered the animal. The guys were super excited.
I would like to send a personal thank you to Dean and his team at Spirit Creek Outfitters. They worked their absolute tail off to get me the biggest bear they possibly could. To shoot yourself a trophy black bear, get a hold of Dean today.
Just finished a successful hunt here with my son. He's got me topped out with one of the largest black bears our family has ever taken here at Spirit Creek Outfitters. Be sure to check them out online and get yourself booked in for next season. I'm your host, Steve Elmy of the Homegrown Hunter TV. Until next time.
For past episodes, be sure to check out hghtv.ca. Until next time.